Both the South Winneshiek boys and girls cross country teams will be represented this Saturday as they head to Fort Dodge for the Class 1A state meet. With us, Scott Conway, Todd Conway, and Connie Formanek joining us to talk Southwind cross country. And I know both programs have been represented at state on a consistent basis, but both teams are down there this year. I'll ask all three of you. We'll start with you, Connie. How rewarding is it to have all of the varsity runners competing in Fort Dodge this Saturday?
I think it's an awesome experience for all of our kids to end the season down at Fort Dodge. It's fun starting the season, working hard throughout the summer, and then having this extra week as a reward to get down there and compete against some of the top schools around the state.
And Todd, same question to you.
Well, I just know, like my son Hugh, it was a goal for him to get the team qualified, and that makes me feel good that that goal happened. So that's how I feel about it. And of course, I have a son and a daughter on both teams, so I'm extra feel good about it,
And that's a pretty cool thing with you being part of the coaching staff. Scott, same question to you.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where our two programs have kind of been in different places. Our boys were really successful a while ago, and then our girls have been on the uptick. And then we've got this really great group of young kids on the guys' side. So just to get them down there and to experience the state meet and see what things are like, everything kind of takes longer. And just to get that experience is huge for them down the road.
And Connie, I'll ask you what on the girls' side has made it a successful group this year?
I think a lot of it is, we've had some good veteran runners, a lot of juniors and seniors this year that have had that opportunity a few years to be down at the state meet and competed at a high level. And we have a few freshmen now this year that right from the get-go this summer were very determined to run well and put in all the time this summer and saw the work ethic that the juniors and seniors had, and they've worked really well together to kind of bring it home as a strong team.
And Todd, I'll ask you, looking at the girls' results this year, the pack running seemingly has been very, very good for the girls' team. What do you credit that to?
Well, it was interesting because one of our girls heard a coach say that it's scary when Southwind comes. When we have 4 or 5 girls passing a girl, it's intimidating.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. Scott, on the boys' side, what has made that a successful group this year?
It's one of those groups that last year was, for being a bunch of freshmen and sophomores, they were a good team. So you get that extra year. Cameron and Hugh had a great track season. And actually all of our guys that ran track had a great track season. So I think going out and competing at a high level and, working towards being competitive at the conference level, district level, I think that helped them see that this is something that they could accomplish this year.
And as I don't need to tell you folks, you got to put in those off-season miles to have you ready to have that good cross-country season. And Connie, I'll ask you, how ready were these girls to compete and perform at a high level when you guys started back in August?
Our girls were ready. We spent a lot of time over the summer, actually, putting in the miles, putting in the time, strength training, doing some mobility and flexibility to really make sure that they were ready for the start of the season where they weren't going to come in, high mileage and end up injured right away.
And Todd, how do you go about determining what is the right type of off-season training? Because it has to be done, but how do you manage that? How do you balance the miles and everything else that Coach Formanek just talked about?
Well, I think we've had 2 of the best teachers that we can have, Scott and Kevin Carney. So kind of lean on them quite a bit to teach us what to do. And I mean, they've proven time and again that their formula works. So yeah.
And this is the time I'm supposed to ask Scott about that formula, but you're going to give away those great secrets, I'm guessing, Coach, right?
There are no secrets. Got to put in the time. You got to put in the work.
No
Yeah.
doubt about it. How do you guys handle, Connie, we'll start with you. How do you guys handle this week of preparation as you get ready for the state meet on Saturday?
Honestly, the biggest thing is keeping them healthy, right? It's starting to be cold and flu season. And so we've had this talk with our team quite a bit of, don't share water bottles, make sure you're getting enough rest, taking care of yourself. It's okay to be selfish this week and say no to other activities while we really focus and keep our mentality in the right spot for the end of the week.
And Todd, how do you go about making sure everyone can be as peak as they can be on Saturday?
Well, we kind of explained to them hard work's already done. So this week is by far our easiest practice week. So get that sleep, stay healthy, like Connie said. So yeah.
And Scott, I know you're a veteran of the state cross country meet. You've been there plenty of times as a coach. How do you make sure kids perform as well as they can at the state meet and make sure they're at peak performance, if at all possible, come Saturday?
Yeah, I think if you probably listen back, this is going to be a broken record. Any single meet we go to, you're going to have kids that are going to have good days. You're going to have kids that are going to have average days. You're going to have kids that are going to have bad days. I mean, that's the nature of athletics. It's like not everything clicks at the same time. The key is if you're having a rough day, make it the best rough day you can. Don't decide too early that it's a bad race because you just never know. And the thing is there's going to be all kinds of kids that are suffering at the state meet that aren't feeling good, don't think they're doing great. If you pack it in, you could get passed by 20 runners. Well, don't get passed by 20, get passed by two. And that's kind of the key going into this meet. Um, it this is going to be one of probably the better state 1A cross country meets, boys and girls, I think I've ever seen, to be quite honest with you. So maintaining that focus and just doing the best you can on that day, that's going to be the key.
We won't call it a broken record here in 2025. We'll call it buffering streaming, but
Okay.
your point still stands there, Coach Conway. And I guess, Connie, I'll ask you one final question. What's it going to take to have as good of a day as possible for the girls coming up on Saturday?
Well, I think going into it, the nerves are going to, trying to keep those at bay the best we can, making sure that they're still, mentally ready and not going out super fast and crazy like everybody else tends to do, and just helping them prepare for that on Saturday. I think the other thing is, we've trained in every type of weather condition we could possibly have this season, and they're ready for that as well. So I think, given race day, just going out there and doing what we've been doing, and we should have a good day.
And Todd, a lot of veterans from the state meet on this side as well. So I'd imagine that just kind of helps calm everybody's nerves a little bit on Saturday, or am I wrong?
Well, I think running in the Upper Iowa Conference this year has been like walk-on's good, decor is good. I mean, running against that kind of competition prepares you. So
And
running
Scott,
that there helps too. Yeah.
No doubt about it. Scott, same question. I'll let you give the final words.
Yeah, I do think competing in this part of the state, having the conference change made it a lot deeper. And I do think that, kind of prepared our kids. I mean, we've seen some great teams. We've competed against great teams. So we're battle tested. And the big thing is to make sure that our kids don't try and overreach. Just do the best they can on that day.
All right. South Winn boys and girls both at state as teams for the first time since 2020. They will compete on Saturday. Coaches, thanks for the time and best of luck coming up on Saturday.
Thank you. And
Thank
good
you.
luck to all those other teams.
You bet. Connie Formanek and Todd Conway on the girls' side, Scott Conway on the boys' side. South Winn going to be competing at Fort Dodge coming up on Saturday in the 1A state cross country meet.